Hello friends, welcome to my channel Nidhi Bhasin mathematics classes. We always talk about half, quarter, one third. But what does it mean? These are English words. So how to represent in numbers, because we are using them in mathematics as well. So today I am going to tell you how to do this in fractions. So let's get started. So I am taking fractions today. What do you mean by fractions? Fraction means part of a whole. This is a full circle. If I am not taking the shaded part, I divided this into half. I have shaded the half part is unshaded. So how I will write this half in mathematics? One part out of two equal parts. That means this part and this part. How I have divided this one circle, I have divided this one circle in two equal parts, and one of the parts I have shaded, one of the part I have left unshaded. So if I have to tell about this part, how I will do that? I am saying it is half of the portion of the circle is shaded. That means one part out of two equal parts. And how I am going to write that? It is one means one out of the two parts are there, but I have shaded only one part. So that's why the shaded part divided by the total number of parts we will write. And how we are going to read it? We are going to read it by 1 by 2. 1 by 2 or 1 over 2 or 1 over 2, because 1 is above 2. That's why we are writing 1 over 2. Now what do we mean by this line here? Why we have written 1 by 2? This line is telling us that we have divided this circle into two equal parts. Out of that, the part for which I am talking about is one of the two parts. So now I am taking this three equal parts. I have divided the circle into three equal parts. But I am going to talk about this part only, not these unshaded parts. So how we will write? 1/3. One part out of three equal parts. And how I am going to write that? It is 1, that is shaded part, out of how many parts? Out of three parts. I am talking about only one part which is shaded, and these three parts are equal. These parts are making one complete circle. They are the part of the circle and they are equal. And what I am talking about? But I have shaded out of these three parts only one part. Two parts are unshaded. Three are equal, but one is shaded. Two are unshaded. So when we will talk about shaded part, it is only 1 out of 3. So I am going to write one part out of three equal parts. 1 by 3. So this is 1/3. And we are going to read it as 1 by 3 or 1 over 3. That means 3 is in the, we have 1 over 3. That means we have total number parts are 3, but one part I am taking out of those three parts, and this is one shaded part. This is one block. You can see that this one block has how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 parts, and these 8 parts are equal. And they all are contributing to make this as a whole. So if I am taking this one, my hand is there. So what I am talking about? 1 by 8. Out of the 8 parts, I am taking only one single part. The same way, if I am taking this green block, this one block has been divided into two equal circles. Now if I am talking about one circle only, then I will be saying 1 by 2. The same way, we have this hexagon. This hexagon is there, which we have divided into 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many parts out of this hexagon are shaded red? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Total number of parts were 6. How many parts were shaded red? We have 4 shaded parts. 2 parts are shaded blue. 4 shaded red parts, 2 shaded blue parts, and how many total parts? 6 equal parts. So how I will do this fractional representation? Number of shaded parts divided by total number of parts that make this one full hexagon. So I am getting fractional representation for red. If I am taking only for the red part, how many of them are shaded red? How I will take that? It will be 4. 4 by 4 because 4 parts were shaded red. And how many total parts were there? 6 parts. If I will ask you, what about the blue parts? What will be the fractional representation for the blue parts? How many blue parts are there? There are 2 blue parts. How many total parts? It has been divided into 6. So answer will become, fractional representation for blue will be 2 by 6. This is the fractional representation for red because there are 4 red parts. So for 4, we have 4 red parts. So we will write fractional representation as 4 by 6. But for blue, we will be writing 2 by 6. So that means whenever we are going to represent any figure in fractions, in fractional representation, we take 2 numbers into consideration. One number is there above the line, one number is there below the line. Below the line, we take total number of parts in which that figure has been divided. And above that, we will write that number for which we are talking about. So let me tell you about this fraction representation for this. Fractional representation will be equal to 1 by 2. Now this means denominator and this is numerator. So what basically is our numerator and what basically is our denominator? Numerator, parts which are shaded, and denominator, total number of parts in which that figure has been divided. That figure or shape has been divided. So that means there are 2 numbers. Now when there are 2 numbers and we are dividing these 2 into 2 numbers, that means these 2 numbers we have to take as natural numbers. We are going to take them as natural numbers. Natural number starts from 1. This can't be 0. Denominator here can't be 0, and they both are natural numbers. We are going to take the numbers. We can't take negative numbers. We can't take them as zeros. We are going to take them, denominator can't be 0, and parts which are shaded divided by total number of parts in which that figure or shape has been divided will tell you about the fractional representation of that figure. So that means today we have studied that whatever we say as half, suppose you brought a pizza at home. So you are 5 family members and you are going to divide that into 5 parts. That means if one person is taking one piece, that fraction will be represented as 1 by 5. Next example I am taking that if you are taking a biscuit and you are dividing it into two parts. You are eating one biscuit. So out of those two parts, one you have eaten. So what will be the fractional representation? The one which you have eaten was 1. So that will come in the numerator. The total number of parts in which it was divided will be in the denominator. So your answer will be 1 by 2. I hope my efforts are getting worthy for you. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and please press bell icon button so that you can get further notifications. Do leave comments about your suggestions. Please like, share and subscribe my channel Nidhi Bhasin Mathematics Classes. I hope my efforts are getting worthy for you. Press the bell icon button which you can see below. You will get the further notifications about my videos. Thank you very much. Hello friends, welcome to my channel Nidhi Bhasin Mathematics Classes. I had discussed skip counting in my previous videos. Today I am going to talk about patterns, which is in the continuation of skip counting. People are confused why they are not getting the numbers when they come in certain pattern. So let me clear those doubts today in this video. So let's get started.